Book Cafe modular build by FunWhole's has arrived, and I must admit I was pleasantly surprised with the final build. The cafe is packed with decals, it comes with 4 minifigures, and like all FunWhole sets, a light kit is included. So let's take a closer look. If you're already familiar with FunWhole sets, then feel free to skip to the next segment of this video where we'll delve deeper into the Book Cafe. If you've not heard of FunWhole before, then keep watching, we're going to do a brief overview. FunWhole are a competitor to LEGO. They design their own sets and each set includes a lighting kit. I previously reviewed FunWhole's antique store, which if you've not seen, I'd recommend checking it out. Since then, they've continued to release more sets across their different themes, and this set, the Book Cafe, is part of their town life theme.
So I just want to talk a little bit about the packaging now. As you can see, it comes in a nice sturdy box. The set itself has a layer of bubble wrap around it for protection. The box design and printing is of very high quality, and when you open the set box, it has a very premium feel to it. Inside the box, you'll be presented with a really high quality manual. The paper for this feels really good. You also have the lighting kit box, which is separated from the rest of the parts, so you can just empty that all over your desk.
This set includes 1,718 pieces. The pieces feel really good and they connect together very well.
Now if you're like me and you hate the stress of trying to place a sticker perfectly onto a brick, you don't have to worry with this set because FunWhole have got their own custom printed pieces, which I think is brilliant. What's even cooler is some of the more intricate pieces can be found reinforced onto a plate. I think this is a really great touch. When it comes to the manual, as mentioned previously, it's very high quality. You can learn a little bit more about FunWhole as a company, as well as have a sneak peek at the cafe itself. You can also learn here about the inspiration and the backstory. When it comes to the instructions, they're very clear, it's easy to follow, and it makes for a very pleasant building experience. Now with all FunWhole sets, including the Book Cafe, you are going to receive a lighting kit, so let's just walk through what to expect with this set. You'll have 2 bags and they'll be labelled 1 and 2. You'll also find that within the instructions, so it's very clear and easy to know which parts you need. The bags contain all of the lighting. You'll also receive, as shown, a battery pack and a pair of tweezers, which trust me is very helpful. Now when it comes to the cabling, FunWhole do a really good job at using their custom pieces to ensure that a lot of the wires are hidden throughout the set to give it a more natural feel. You can see here for the street lamp that all the wires are being hidden underground. It's very clever the way it was done, and it doesn't affect the build too much. I'll come on to that later on. I also wanted to show how subtle the wiring is throughout the set as they make use of all the custom bricks that FunWhole provides. Talking of custom bricks, they also have a quick release contact plate which allows you to take the modular apart on each level without having to faff around with any cabling. Now before we discuss the price and look at the build itself, I just wanted to talk about the minifigures that FunWhole provide with the Book Cafe. They're a little bit complicated to put together. As you can see, you have a left and right leg, and you've got to make sure you attach it to the middle part. You then have a left and right hand as well as a left and right arm, so you've got to make sure that these match up, otherwise your minifigure might be looking a little bit funky by the end of it. As normal, you can then just attach the head and the hair before combining the upper and lower parts.
The retail price for this set is $89.99 USD. The set is roughly half the size of FunWhole's antique store, and so based on that and all the lighting kits included, the price seems about right. If you are interested in trying out any of FunWhole's products, they do have some smaller sets which you could always try out first. I've left links down below in the description of this video, including my affiliate link, so if you are interested in picking up any of their products and you fancy 10% off, be sure to use my discount code YellowBrickPicks at checkout.
Right, it's now time to explore the Book Cafe itself, and we're going to start with the ground floor before we work our way up. Outside the cafe there is a bright street lamp and a selection of magazines, as well as a menu showing what's on offer within inside the cafe. There's also a cute kitten who seems to be chasing a bird, as well as an outdoor coffee table with a few chairs. There is also a side entrance to the cafe, again showing a menu of what's on offer, as well as a little umbrella bin, and above that you can see a side light. As we venture around the back of the building, you'll notice the battery pack is mounted to the wall. This can be disconnected and you can slide out the internal cabling. I think it's very well hidden, and FunWhole have done a very good job here. You're also able to open the back of the building, which then gives you access to inside of the cafe, where you'll be able to see a till, and next to that is a croissant. The back wall also contains a full coffee and hot drink dispenser with some great details. If you look above, there is a printed tile that shows all the different drinks on offer. On the side of the staircase, you can see a cute family portrait, and then there's also a few decorative paintings scattered throughout the cafe. With the ground floor complete, it's time to move on to the next floor, and as we connect this layer, you'll notice that the contact plates will activate the lights. On the outside of the building, we can see some nice building techniques, including that beautiful window and the hanging lights. The side of the building is decorated with a selection of flowers and a small balcony, and then as we peer through the side windows we can see a number of books filling the bookcases, as well as what appears to be a quill and an unfinished novel. Now as we go around the back of the building, similar to the ground floor, there is a small handle allowing you to open up the back and access the inside. On the back wall there are a number of books hanging up. All of these are printed tiles, and then as we venture inside we can see a cute little gramophone, and as previously mentioned we can see the author's work and some of their unfinished books. In the corner of the room there is an overhanging lamp and a really comfortable chair, and the painting on the wall is a great little Easter egg of FunWhole's set, the newsstand. I just wanted to finish off this floor with an aerial shot to show you once again the quick release contact plates, which will allow electricity to flow up to the top floor. So let's go there now. The top floor is just a small little bedroom, but I wanted to highlight here the lighting because it is slightly darker than the other two floors, giving it a more relaxing atmosphere. Lastly, we're just attaching the back of the building because the roof element does come in two parts. As we can see here, the roof is very simple. It's got some great tiling as well as a cute little bird, and then upstairs we've just got what seems like a ventilator, and I'm assuming is a glass roof. So with the tour of the book cafe completed, I just wanted to cover some of the things that I feel could be improved and hopefully can be integrated into future sets. The first thing I wanted to talk about was the roof. To me it just seems a little bit bare, and the glass element doesn't seem to make too much sense. Although the cabling techniques used are very clever, I think some of them could be improved over time. For example, the cabling that runs under the street to the street lamp causes a few of the tiles to pop out ever so slightly. It also makes the side door slightly more difficult to open. Now the next issue may have just been down to my set, but some of the cable lengths did seem a little bit off in parts, and I just thought it was worth highlighting. When it comes to the minifigures and their arms and hands especially, I feel like they need a little bit better range of motion. As you can see, it's slightly off, which means pushing trolleys around the book cafe is a little bit difficult. I also want the minifigures to be able to sit down properly and be fixed to their chairs so that when you are moving the modular buildings around, they don't keep falling off. FunWhole could also make the set easier to implement into a city by leaving one of the walls bare, as well as having some connector pins. Lastly, they just need to include a few more jumper plates throughout the build to allow the minifigures to stand in place and prevent them from falling over.
So my final thoughts for this set is that I think it's really cute. I think there's some great elements to it. The lighting evokes a very cozy atmosphere throughout the build, which goes quite nicely with FunWhole's tagline for this set: a cafe for you, stories in you. As mentioned, I do feel there are a few elements that FunWhole can improve going forwards, so hopefully we can see that in future sets. But overall, I'd recommend picking this up, and I feel it would make a really great addition to any city. As always, thank you for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, and I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next one.